Bitcoin may be moments away from putting in a 20 to 40% move. There's two catalysts that could cause this move, but first, let's have a look at what's happened in the past. We've only seen this play out 2 times within this bull market. I'm talking about a very tight trading range. When you look at the technical analysis, the last time that we had that occur was all the way back in January 2021, where we had a trading range that was less than 4%. It lasted 19 days, and the subsequent move resulted in a 43% upside move. That was over here. This was coming off of the FTX collapse lows. Bitcoin then ranged and it formed a very tight trading range where interest dropped off. We can see that with these lower blue bands. We call this the Bollinger Band width percentile, and it quite literally shows us with this indicator how tight those Bollinger Bands are. When they squeeze and squeeze and squeeze, it's inevitable that you're going to put in a massive move. But the important thing to remember is that these moves are direction neutral. So it's not to say that it's guaranteed that price is going to move towards the upside. Back in February 2025, we were also in a very tight trading range, 3.98%, and it lasted for 19 days, as you can see over here. The following move that occurred was price ended up actually breaking down. Look at the Bollinger Band width percentile. A very similar read on that indicator. Blue vertical lines tells you big moves are coming. 17 days later, price broke down 19%, dropping all the way back where it had to reaccumulate before moving up again. And this is where we find ourselves right now. We're sitting in a 3.36% tight trading range. We're 19 days in. I want to remind you what's going to happen next. Look at those Bollinger Band width percentiles. Very, very tight and squeezing. What this means is if we put in a 20% move, these are the potential targets. $142,000. But if it's going to break down, you're going to be looking at $94,000, which is going to be the next major key area of support. There is a lot of support over there. That's the good news. It means if we do break towards the downside, you're probably going to prolong the length of this bull market. Now, what are the 2 things that could lead to this price move? Well, here it is. First and most important thing is the FOMC, which is coming up in just a couple of hours' time. Now, it's currently predicted with a 97.9% probability that the Federal Reserve are not going to change the interest rates. But what's more important is you need to look out for the tonality of Federal Chairman Jerome Powell's speech when he talks about what they're looking to do next. The other catalyst that we need to look to is going to be this. The White House are going to be releasing their report, as you can see from the tweet, and they're going to focus on what it means for crypto's regulation going forward. Let me know in the comment section below, what do you think? Are we going up or are we going down?